Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Listen, I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, here's the thing. You ever heard the old expression, the handwriting is on the wall? I'll tell you where that expression originated. Babylon was the world power. They had a giant wall around the city that was absolutely impenetrable. They were the most advanced city of the earth in their day. Babylon. The great city of Babylon. And here's the thing. That night they're having a big party. The king was there, Nebuchadnezzar. And there was a wall there. And during the party, so-called, this is the legend. What I'm telling you is a legend. The legend is, as the legend has it, magically on the wall in front of him there was a hand, just a hand, and it started to write, and it wrote a sentence down on the wall that said he was going to lose his kingdom. So it goes, so the tale goes. Actually, it's not a tale. This actually happened. This next part actually happened. I don't know about the first part, about the hand, but that's what happened. Is the hand wrote on the wall, and the king, it said he basically went white as a sheet when he saw this hand writing on the wall, magically. Anyway, that night, what happened was, I think it was that night anyway, if I remember the tale correctly, Cyrus the Great and his army, while they were all partying in the city and they were all drunk, laying around celebrating their greatness, his soldiers were coming in the sewer drains for the city went out underneath the wall, like a little hole, where the water would drain out. So they had running water, and they had running sewage in the city. He sent his soldiers, and they come sloshing up in through there, up in through the back door, up in through a few little holes where they were draining the water, where they drained the water of the city. I guess they had to crawl through, and they crawled inside, and all the rest of the Babylonians were in there drunk and partying. Meanwhile, these soldiers were sloshing in. By the time the next morning came, he had taken the city, and Babylon fell, just like the handwriting said. Okay, so that's where the expression come from. The handwriting's on the wall. Well, guess what, guys? I'm here to tell you right now, the handwriting is on the wall for the fiat currencies of the earth. And the greatest wealth transfer in the history of the world is getting ready to happen. It's never happened before, and it'll never happen again. And we are in for a world of pain. Because the entire world is set up for a fiat monetary system. You just cannot rip that all up very quickly without being in for a world of pain. But the people who have gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies are going to be somewhat shielded from the pain. Somewhat shielded, not entirely shielded, because they're going to witness the pain. And the pain is going to come to the people who don't have, the have-nots are going to have an awful lot of pain, more pain. But the world is not going to come away unscathed, and it's all Bitcoin's fault. Quite seriously. Who else am I going to blame it on? I got to blame it on blockchain, because blockchain is this disruptive technology that's come out of nowhere in 2009 and is bent on taking over the whole world, and now it's almost, at this point, the handwriting is on the wall. So now, let's take a look at a few articles here. I'm going to talk about what the banks are trying to do. Let's start the charts right here and take a look at what Goldman Sachs, he's talking about crypto disruption, and they're fighting. They're fighting now. They're starting to fight, the banks. JP Morgan Bank is releasing his JP coin, and I said to you guys a while ago, I said that these other banks are going to follow suit, and they're going to follow JP Morgan's lead, and they're going to all be trying to release these coins. Corporations are going to be releasing these coins like new Libra coin, and it's all in an effort to counter the decentralized cryptocurrencies. So we've got centralized cryptocurrencies, and we got decentralized cryptocurrencies now at this point. And the banks, where do the banks stand with the fiat? So we've got a conglomerated system here that's coming into play. On one side, we got the fiat currencies, and we've got these new tokenized versions of fiat that the banks are going to be releasing to fight the digital things like the decentralized, like Bitcoin. They're going to fight against it. And this is how they're going to fight. It says that if we go down in this article about Goldman Sachs could absolutely play a role in crypto disruption, we find that Goldman Sachs is interested, it says here, in issuing a digital asset similar to JPM coin in the future. And I'm going to tell you what, it's highlighted in blue there so you can see it. I'm going to tell you what, they issue this new digital asset similar to JPM coin in the future, and the future is not going to be that far away, because all of them are going to try to get in on this as fast as they can. This is a movement that is just starting, but it's going to grow really fast. So you're going to see them all trying to get in on this ahead of the others. Like Libra's made the announcement now for Facebook, and you're going to see other corporations and stuff trying to get in on all this as fast as they can. All of them. The banks are going to try to get in on it, but all of them have one thing in common. That's what I want to point out. They all have one thing in common. They're all pegging their system to the centralized fiat currencies, primarily the dollar, or a basket of fiat currencies, including Libra coin. Now, they think that this is going to stop the decentralized cryptocurrencies. But I'll tell you what, I don't think it's going to. In fact, I think it's going to enhance. I think it's going to backfire on them, and it's going to move in the opposite direction from the way they expect it to work. Because first off, the people know the difference, and they know these. They're going to be interested. There's going to be a lot of use of these digitalized, tokenized coins and stuff. There's going to be a lot of use of it, but the people that use it are going to see that the value, the purchasing power, is going to decrease when the dollar starts to lose purchasing power. And they're going to say, hey, to themselves, you know, I bought a whole bunch of these Libra coins or whatever, and now they've gone down in value because they're pegged to the euro, the dollar, the Swiss franc, and so on. And they're going to say, hey, you know what? When I bought them 6 months ago, now I can't buy. They only buy 80% of what when I first bought them, and in the same time frame, Bitcoins went up by 100%. And they're going to look at that, and people are not stupid. They're going to say, hey, you know, if I had bought Bitcoin instead of these centralized coins that have come out from the bank, the track record's going to speak for itself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And that's why it's going to backfire on these guys. But they're doing their best. And if we look down here, I want to see something. It's at the end of this article. Where are we here? Now, this is what the banker has to say right here. And he's probably right. It says, when asked about Facebook, Solomon declined to share a potential discussion that he might have taken place with their client. However, he said that Goldman Sachs has done extensive research into tokenization. And he said that blockchain gives the potential of creating a stable digital asset based on a basket of real currencies that can move money across borders and without friction. Well, this basket of real currencies, what he's talking about here, is fiat currencies. So this is what they're going to base their new thing on. And here's what he has to say. He says, this is the direction in which the payment system will go, he added. And here's your big Goldman Sachs, and this is, they know, these bankers know. And this is your handwriting on the wall right here. He says, this is the direction in which the payment system will go. Tokenization. Right? Pegged to the dollar. So they know which direction they're going to be moving in right away now. And so that's what's going on with that. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency today and just see what she's doing. $346 billion. Let me refresh the page. 348. So it's jumped $2 billion in the last 15 minutes. It's bouncing back right now from this price correction that it had. It's $12,423 at the moment. So it's gained back most of the loss that it had the other day. Most of the loss, but it's still, it was like 13,000 something. Now it's 12,000 and something. So it's still about $1,000 off, but it's gaining back fast, really. This shows an extremely bullish market for cryptocurrencies right now at this point in time. Now, what's this article I had here? Analyst has predicted the recent price correction. An analyst who predicted the recent price correction. Well, he says that Bitcoin is set for a new uptrend phase right now. So he was right once, and it seems like right now while we speak, he's becoming right real quick. It says Bitcoin is still changing hands below $12,000 resistance level. Its next move is quite uncertain since the recent price correction. Bitcoin has not had a decent price upsurge. However, has not had a decent price upsurge. However, an analyst who predicted the latest price dump has again pointed that the digital currency is set for a new uptrend rally. Bitcoin was about testing 14,000 resistance level before bowing to an unknown force. The whales. The whales were dumping, and now they've probably bought back in. Most of them have probably bought back in. The people who helped the whales get the price up to 14,000 when the whales started dumping. Those people are scared now and probably not buying back in, but the whales know. They've got all their coins back. If they sold 1,000, they got the whole 1,000 coins back now again, and they sold them at 14,000 and they bought them back in at 10,000. This is the way whales work. So this is what's going on. As expected, other digital currencies also plummeted with Bitcoin in a high degree. Some crypto pundits believe that there could be a more price correction in order to avoid a repeat of 2018, a bearish occurrence, while some believe Bitcoin has bidden farewell to the 4-digit market price. I think we're out of it. I think Bitcoin is gone its way up now at this point. And I don't think she's going to look back until about probably at the very minimum around Christmas time. I don't think Bitcoin's going to look back. It's going to continue this upswing until about Christmas time, I'm thinking, or into the new year, into the first quarter of this next new year, and then it's going to be massively high by the time it finally breaks down and falls. But when it falls like that, generally what it does is it gives you one dead cat bounce. In other words, it'll fall like, say the peak is 60,000 or 100,000. I don't know, but somewhere, really massively high. When it first falls, it falls a long way, and it scares everybody really bad. And then there's this little bounce where it bounces back. That's the dead cat bounce. Then after that dead cat bounce is over, that's when the market really capitulates, And so this is the thing. That's what we got coming in our future. Now, we're looking at a coin here. Cardano is one of the best projects in the space, according to Weiss, stated that Cardano has the capability of overtaking EOS as the most preferred platform for dApps. Now, this is decentralized applications. And these decentralized applications are open and transparent. Now, these same guys, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and all of them will try to release applications too, but they're going to be all centralized applications. And in the end, the decentralized applications are going to end up winning as well as the decentralized currencies. We're moving in. This is like the Wild West right now, but everything is moving so fast, into this new world of decentralized applications, tokenized money, this cryptocurrency. This is getting ready for the biggest wealth transfer the world's seen. When gold and silver are both deflationary, and so are the decentralized cryptocurrencies. But these new centralized cryptocurrencies are going to be the exact opposite. They're all going to be inflationary. And people aren't stupid. In the end, the people are going to figure this out. Ultimately, the masses of people are going to figure this out. When they see the price of one going up and the price of the other one, the purchasing power of the other one going down because they're linked to fiat. So, Bitcoin win in the end. Basically, that's what it boils down to. And you're not going to need much Bitcoin to be a success in this world. I figure that Bitcoin is going to be so valuable in the end that you can live a whole lifetime off of 1%. You know? Now, Bitcoin at this point in time has got too pricey for me. I'm not a rich man, you know. And once it went over $10,000, it got a little bit too pricey for me to buy anymore. But I bought as much as I could. And I'm not going to tell you guys how much I got, but I can just tell you this much. It's less than one coin, and it's more than 1%. I got more than 1%, but I got less than one coin. But I'm happy with what I got, you know. I mean, while I was able to get it, you know. And I can think back about a time when I had more than one coin, and I actually sold them for traded them for silver for next to nothing, because it was before this last big price rise, back when Bitcoin was only like 150 or 200 bucks a piece, you know. And I sold them at the bottom, and I really feel bad about that. But I'm not going to feel bad about it, because I'm able to get a little bit of Bitcoin. I got a little bit. Just a little bit. Less than one coin. But I'm happy with what I got, and I'm thankful for what I got. And because an awful lot of people out there now, when this price starts to go up $50,000, $100,000, they're all going to get cut out. Now, my line was 10,000. I can't buy any more nor any higher than 10,000. They've got too pricey for me. And an awful lot of people out there, they might be able to buy them still over 10,000 and buy them all the way up to 20,000 or 30,000 even, because they've got more money than me, you know. And so, but eventually they're going to get cut out too, unless they're really rich, you know what I mean, or unless they're willing to pay like $100,000 a coin, you know. That's the thing. Anyway, listen, wish you guys well. Have a nice evening, what's left of it. Remember to give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.